pretty neutral. 3 platforms can be used. I think Charizard has a little bit better time with the platforms, with, you know, nice down air setups into up air. But we'll see how it goes. So in the neutral, oh, great whiff punish with a pivot grab. Okay, so HM04 is keeping his distance. He's using that tail, trying his best to keep distance from Charizard, which is a smart idea. Because obviously, I think Mewtwo outranges Charizard. That was the 3rd ledge guard attempt, and Kycse actually managed to get it, and HM04 just seals up the stock like with a nice little Shadow Claw to the face. So now, yeah, he's just trying to do movement, trying to be tricky as possible, but it's really hard because Kycse is a very smart player. Obviously, he'll know right there. He predicted where the teleport was, and he put a hitbox there. So, ooh, we're seeing some fresh stuff. I don't really see that from HM04. That's a great command grab. Okay, so if Kycse can seal in those ledge guards, he pretty much has it in the bag. And HM04, that's good use of controlling space with the Shadow Ball. Not quite, but hey, it sets up. He really wants that Shadow Claw kill off the top. Are we seeing up throw? Yep. Now Mewtwo's light, so that killed, and it was top platform. So right there shows that Charizard was able to use those platforms to his advantage. So that's what you want to do when you're using stage, or when you're picking stage. And now HM04 might be a little flustered because he's trying to go in, and now Kycse is actually taking advantage of it. So when you go in too predictably, it creates, you know, an easy opening to get comboed and, you know, 0 to death like that. So now, I'm not sure what he was trying to do with the fair, but now he's just sort of throwing out moves. 139, will it do it? Yep. That's actually kind of surprising, actually. I expected 150 to do it, but... Ooh, can I see some more movement, please? Let's go. Now, and there it is, 90%. That is the weakness of Mewtwo, is basically he's really light. They're going to go really quick into this, so I think... so he bans flat stages, because Charizard loves... So he's going big this time. Big battlefield, basically. But Charizard loves platforms. I think maybe going Smashville would have been more helpful. Pseudo FD, not sure. But I guess going big makes it so that he'll be able to survive. He just has to like increase his punish so that way he can actually get the kills now, because it's going to take longer for him too. So 80, he hasn't gotten a hit yet. Let's see if he can come back to ledge. Luckily, Charizard hasn't been able to get any ledge guards or gimps, so he has that going for him. He just needs to actually start controlling the neutral more. I think he needs to start bringing out that tricky play again. He's a little linear, and he keeps throwing out just moves at his shield and getting grabs, and yep. Or, you know, at that point, he could whip punish his down air. See, he hit his shield. Kycse responded. So we'll see. He might be in his head, hit his shield, Kycse responds. And it's not working out for him. I think he's trying to go, you know, tag for tag against Charizard. You can't really do that. So I think you have to be much more tricky, use your good movement, and really space out that tail. He's sort of like aiming at the center of Charizard's shield, and that's what's sort of getting him punished out of shield. And his punishes are a little short. Down tilt into an up air is a little, needs a little work, but now Kycse has his 6 when it comes to ledge guarding him. He actually lets him back on, and then he just glares him. Now let's see if HM04 can get some stuff happening right now. Okay, I think his teleport recoveries is becoming a little obvious. And, you know, at that point, I would just focus on trying to get on stage. Doing that down air sort of cost him his stock, actually. It seems that, yeah, he's a little discouraged, so. Is this 3 out of 5? Probably not, but I think Kyle, you know, is a nice guy. He's going to give it to him. So, respectable, so. You know, I think overall, you know, Tony, you know, once Tony sets himself at a certain way, you know, it gets inside your head and it affects performance. So, and you should always have a level of confidence when you're playing, and it's really hard to do. Really, it is, especially when you're facing, you know, a top player, where every single option you do feels like it's a bad option. That was a great crouch cancel, by the way, because that ended up trading well. So let's see. I mean, it's easy at that point to take him out. Like that, like so. 137 Smashville, pseudo FD as well. We'll see how much better he does now that Charizard won't have the platforms to move around in. It seems that nice meteor cancel, but it was a little too late. It seems that Charizard has, or Kycse at least, knows where to place the hitboxes to avoid that, you know, giant tail. So let's see if, nice, using the range. That would have been a solid whiff punish had he had grabbed sooner. Very, very tricky little teleport there. And Kycse is just sort of, he's utilizing all those jumps. And one of the things that he's really good at, obviously, as you just saw, is like being able to juggle. He was able to quickly get up there with nice little wave land with the platforms, which is probably why he banned FD, because if you can't, you know, ooh. So ultimately, like, what happened is Tony just kept getting whiff punished. In the rock, paper, scissors, I guess, hierarchy, he just kept throwing out a move, and Kycse just kept capitalizing. He just let him whiff it, and then he would just come with his own answer. So